What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be jumping in talking a little bit more about this whole retiring gift situation because, well, you can get a big bang for your buck on this event, and there's actually something that I was looking at earlier today and realized I could literally transfer gems into Contract Starry Gems. Now, it's not very straightforward. You're going to need a bunch of hero copies, and of course, you're going to have heroes that have already had awakenings in them, but you got like 8 copies in there just sitting there being useless. You can turn them into Contract Starry Gems, and then maybe get a higher rank in this event. I don't know. We're going to show you guys what we can get and how much we spent. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So something you're going to see today are a bunch of awakenings. We've done a ton of them for a lot of people. We've done like 200 for one person alone. We've had a lot of statistics kind of come in on this event. And one thing I want to talk about before we even jump into what we were talking about in the preview there is getting to 200 points is actually very, very easy in this event, all thanks to this retiring gift. Now remember, if you're free to play and you don't buy the special pack this week, which is the Lollipop Factory, you cap out at 2,000 bonus ones. I've already got 1,000 on this account. Most people probably are going to get close to 2,000 if they do what we're talking about today. But again, if you are a spender, you can get up to 10,000. So this is absolutely awesome. One thing I've noticed is, actually I want to do the math on this here as well to see what it cost us. 1 plus 8 plus 9 plus 5 plus 2. What else did we get? 6. Wow, that's not bad. Plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 is 34. So what I've noticed, I've done this about 12 to 15 times across plenty of people's accounts this week. It takes about 35 awakenings to get to the 200 point mark, and what that 200 point mark is going to get you is essentially a guaranteed B- or higher crystal right here. I mean, it can roll higher than B-, chances are it'll probably be B-, but just getting to 200 points gets you on the leaderboard as 100 plus and guaranteed some loot here. So first off, that's that. What I want to talk about today now is how you can potentially get to that 200 point mark easier or even push higher. And that is, well, you know, all these heroes that we've probably been doing tons of awakenings on. Each one of these heroes has had essentially like this, where you have 8 other copies in here that are pretty much garbage, but technically are worth Contract Starry Gems. Now, Vulcan's one that I can't do it on, which is a good example to show you, because I don't have extra copies. However, other heroes on this account, what we've done is we've literally stripped them all out. We've taken them out. That does cost quite a bit, because every time you swap one of these internal copies to here, that's 200, and then to swap a blank into here is another 200. So it does get very pricey. I think I spent about 15,000 gems. Yes, 15,000. That's a lot. But I wanted to do this for a little bit of science here today to see exactly how this turns out for us. So I did, again, about 15,000 gems, and just about every copy that we had in a hero was like an E or a D tier. There really weren't anything super premium. So we're starting at 140. I want to show you guys how much that actually nets us here. We have like a couple D pluses, a C. So good majority of them are E copies. So again, 15,000 gems. This is essentially what it is going to net for us. So let's see, that's 65, 120, 130. So we started at what, 140? Okay, we started at 140. Let's see what we end up with here after trashing all of these copies. It seems like it'll be a decent chunk of change here, honestly, because we're still down in the E's. 140. I mean, we got a lot of heroes to just destroy here. So many of them. I'm enjoying this right now, looking at all these additional summons I'm about to do this week to try to get an A tier copy for the first time. Oh my goodness, this is going to be sweet. So yeah, essentially we translated 50, maybe closer to 20,000, 15 to 20,000 into about 4,100 Contract Starry Gems. That is a very big chunk of change. That's 41 additional soul awakenings that we can do, that we can then retire once again. Now, of course, this is only going to be possible if you are spending, because you're probably going to very easily hit this 2,000 mark here. So again, just be prepared, keep vigilant, make sure you know exactly how many you have left, because yeah, getting an extra 10,000 for free is amazing. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing some awakenings too, and I think what I'm going to do here, I don't know if I actually had any Mockmans. I do. Let's finish this out. I want to do a few of these, because like I said, every day I'm going to continue to do more, because I'm hunting that A tier or higher hero. We need to get one. And statistically, we should be getting near there. Actually, statistically saying we should have already had an A tier hero. So at this point, it's just a number games, and it's just contract starry gems too for us. So it's not a big deal. I'm going to try not to spend our prism or regular starry gems anymore, like I said. But we are going to dip into our contract ones, especially on this event. Mainly because of the sheer number of hero copies we can get. We get tons of hero copies, and we have a ton of refunds from retiring them. We sure as heck don't need the food. And if we do hit something like a D+ on here, that's awesome, because that means we get a positive in our refund. In all the while, we're getting points to push ourselves potentially up on the leaderboard as well. So very, very awesome event. I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware. A lot of people didn't realize, because I was reading Reddit, I'm like, man, people don't realize how many hero copies they could retire, but it's going to cost them gems. For free to play, probably not the smartest idea to do something like this, but yeah, let's see what we got here. So we can stop doing this now. We can go into the actual hero copies. Where's my Mockman? And we can start doing this again if we want to. In reality, this should be your last resort though, because any of the ones you put in here, you're not going to be able to retire. And again, you want to try to retire as many as possible here. So we're going to dip into our bags here and see what type of heroes we can summon for. I'm going to try to only summon for heroes that are legitimately like the one's worth the most value overall. Does this actually have a Mockman in it? It does. I want another Mockman. Mockmen are just awesome. They are the best quality for pricing and everything. So let's do all these Mockmen, and then we'll just end this one here for now. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We got 8 more awakenings we're going to do, and then we will call it for today. But don't worry, we're going to have plenty more. And hopefully one of these we can show off a nice A or S tier summoning animation to you guys, saying that we finally got it. But, oh, man. I would stay away from Reddit if you're not hitting anything good, because the sheer amount of free to play and like, hey, my free awakening, I just got an SSS tier hero. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. These odds are just ridiculous, and they're killing me, because this is what we have all day long, matching the lighting in the background. Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the lighting. We want orange, we need to put orange in the background, right? Is that how that works? Maybe? If we want orange, we need orange to show up here. Could you imagine if it actually worked? We'll do a couple more. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of yellowish. That is a little confusing there. There we go. Dark orange. That's like an orangish red, so that kind of covers both of our scenarios here. 3 more Mockman to go for this round. Not going to have too many more Mockman copies, which kind of sucks, because I really, really wanted to get an A tier of him, because I don't know if I'd actually use him or just sell him off and try to buy Vulcan instead. But prices should be dropping on the auction house, just because it is going to get flooded with hero copies this weekend. And the last one for now is not good. It's still yellow. So yeah, and then of course, once again, we're just gonna come in here, trash all these, and go way back up to pretty high total. Honestly, we essentially only lost like 500 to 600 right there, and we now have more points in this event. And yeah, you can see we're using a ton of these. We're already a third of the way through this, so let me know what you guys think. Hopefully that helps you guys decide if it's something you want to do. If you want to translate those gems into Contract Starry Gems, it could work out for you. You're gonna see a ton of awakenings today, some of them really good, some of them very cringy. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.